is now live. Multi-streaming with
close comms.
Comlink closed.
Okay. So I've actually read the past notes now and have discovered that the Carrick is not in the game yet. Probably be a couple more weeks. So, being they claim persistence is in the game, we shall see. There's a way out of this goddamn place. I guess there is. So, we are going to try to find our way out of here. So I don't come here very often, so. Door, maybe? Yep. How about going up these stairs? Cargo elevator. So I just don't come here often. Papa exit. That must be the place. Mobile glass.
Open mobiGlass.
Whoops. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobiGlass.
Alright, let's go in here and make sure that they did not turn everything on. Well, see, this is wrong. Won't let me change it. Does say head tracking source is off. Let's go over here to game settings. Look ahead wherever it is. No. Okay, let's go back. Turn the game. I did not call it. There it went. Okay, we have noise, we have an elevator. I think we want the ground floor, maybe. Oh, that wasn't working right. What the hell's going on here? We got a holographic charge.
Credits are tight. We even offer a credit advance for new qualified employees. See your local recruiter for details. Why not consider calling Lorville home? Residences are available at all price points. See a habitation rep for details.
Alright, guess we need to go back to the spaceport.
Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines. Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines. Security reserves the
Okay.
right to search travelers at any time.
23 seconds. Guess he's resting
Be
there.
considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not block doors. Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
Chisla, yeah. We're in the Metro Center. So we want to go back to the spaceport. Okay, we're on the way.
Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
Frame rates could still be better. But we are in Lorville, so say they're running.
Now arriving, Tisa Spaceport.
Game's probably running
Please
about
watch your
25,
step
I
when
guess.
disembarking the train. Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time. Trespassing or attempting to trespass.
I don't know what that noise is, where it's coming from.
Prosperity of all of our citizens.
Those guys are still standing here. Okay, since we got all this cash and they claim they got persistence in the game, we're going to spend some of it. See, I did remember where the spaceport was. Or not the spaceport, I should say, but this Phoenix Emerald here is going to get bought. Theoretically. So, obviously the windows don't work. Just gotta click on the ship, I guess. That's a buy. $5.5 million credits. We'll be buying one of them in game for a long time. Comes with a Lynx rover and a P-72. Let's confirm purchase. Let's exit. Okay, we now own a Phoenix Emerald. Let's say frame rates aren't great here in in Warville. It's playable, even in VR, but you may get a little motion sickness if you aren't used to it. So we'll want to come out of here. Oops. There's the terminals. Now where are the elevators? Where I spawned the ship. Just looking for the elevators. Where are the elevators? It's the business district.
Step away from the platform edge when train is
All right. Not marked, are they? Okay, I can spawn ships right there. Is it over here? Let's see a control. Ah, been so long. Elevators to hangars. Okay, so they're here. All right. Frame rates are just not very good. Okay, should be a Phoenix. Alrighty. Gonna retrieve. Hangar 7. Now, I did have a Taurus at one time, but I got tired. I'm waiting for him to put it in the game. It's already months and months past when it was supposed to. I don't even know if it's even on the roadmap anymore. Got the Max instead. Well, I had a Dur and I melted it and got the 7 and got the Max. I don't think I've ever been in a Phoenix. And there it is. It has a P72 instead of the Merlin 50 or 52 or whatever it is. Supposedly has a rover. I doubt if it's inside. If I remember correctly, it's got a hatch here somewhere. That might be it here. Yes, looks just like the Taurus one. Call elevator. Here it comes. Okay. We'll take it somewhere else so it doesn't despawn on me. Darker than it could be. It looks pretty fancy in here. We'll just get it started up here. Turn some lights on. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Welcome to Product Space Industries. Enjoy the run. System check.
Lorville Services. Okay, well, we got right on the right screen, so let's get some clearance. Boy, that's not much clearance getting out of here, is it? Okay, looks like our door's open all the way. Take off.
Ascending.
Take off.
Retracting modules. Handing you the coin.
Collision alert. Rear.
Jesus, there ain't hardly any room.
Landing gear raised.
Not hardly any room. But we did do it. Okay, we need to get up over the markers. And we are in a Phoenix Connie. Cruise control. And we have a sunset or a sunrise. I don't know which it is.
Affirmative.
I'm going to go in here and recheck the increase the field of view. I believe it's turned down to 86. Oh, it shouldn't be that low. Still max 100. Let's try 95. That's a little better. Star map.
Activating now.
Okay. Been magged out here. Yes, it is. Close star map.
Affirmative.
That's not good. awful far away from the planet, aren't they? Star map.
Activating now.
Let's clear route. Close star map. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Range.
Collecting data.
Let's find an OM marker since we're on the wrong side of the planet. Try to find one anyway. Nope. Crap, maybe we won't find more. Oh, this will work. Just have to get out of atmosphere here. Jump.
Jumping.
Now maybe we can jump.
Auto drive is now off.
Star map.
Activating now.
Close star map.
Affirmative.
Okay, let's find this marker. Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
Not jumping. Jump. Jump.
Jumping.
Should have jumped the first time. Sometimes key presses don't work.
Auto drive is now off.
Okay, where's my marker? Range.
Collecting data.
Not a long trip. Change view.
Roger that.
Jump.
Jumping.
$5 million credits. You can have one of these in game. Change view. 5.5 million. Change view. Change view.
Roger that.
Not working real great. Range.
Collecting data.
Jump. Gotta
Jumping.
remember this is a big ship. It does not slow down very fast. It's not makes it really a bigger ship, the more you gotta adjust for slowing down. Or you go splat.
Auto drive is now off.
Range.
Collecting data.
No, you're not. Range. Range.
Collecting data.
Change view.
Roger that.
Looks like it's all white. Change view.
Roger that.
Close comms.
Comlink closed.
No, you're not. Close comms. Close comms.
Comlink closed.
Press the button 50 times sometimes to get stuff to work. It shouldn't be that way. Yeah, we're 1,000 feet. Range is what here? Can't hardly read it. 4,000. Landing mode. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Landing gear deployed.
Lower down. Cruise control. Okay, looks like that's
Affirmative.
flashing there. Get some clearance here. Don't really think we need it, but get used to this big puppy.
Position alert. Low. Position alert. Low.
Change view.
Roger that.
Yep, gonna have to get used to size. Change view.
Roger that.
Now, should not need any fuel or nothing. Mobile glass.
Open Mobiglass.
Is at 100%.
Okay, think we're gonna shut her down. Huh. Why is it doing that? Don't know why. It's locking out my mouse key. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Some bug there. It just locked out my mouse key. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, wow. How do you get to the underbelly? No idea what that is. Okay, this will be the storage lift, I guess. No, there's a. Supposed to have a links. This does not look like a lift of any sort. Nothing but a bedroom. Another bunk. Sure that's what this is. Yep. Do not see any other elevator. So where the hell's the links go? I don't know what's off the left and right. Nothing. Say, huh? Whoa. The hell? That's probably because I left it running, right? Shit. See, it bugged out and I couldn't. Bet I can't get back in it. Oh, we did. How about that? Oh, come on, don't you fall out there. Bugs are just wonderful things. They really are. Now we're going to have to get back in it and hopefully be able to power it down so it doesn't do this. Like I say, the game's full of bugs. It should still be running. Now it's going to come down. And it's locking me out. So I cannot hardly... All right. Come on. Why is it locking me out? Head tracking working just fine. Now we're still ass end up in the air. Whoa.
Good day to you.
Hi, how we doing? We're having some glitches here.
Take off complete.
Lots of glitches. All right, let's get up in here.
Position alert. Front.
Let's get on.
Low. Position alert. Halt.
It is just glitching on me.
Low.
It's coupled.
Position alert. Low.
Doesn't really make any sense. Wow, it just won't stay on the ground. Change view. Change view.
Roger that.
but it just won't stay. Yeah, something ain't right here. Change view.
Roger that.
Okay, where's the power switch in this thing?
Weapons system is on.
Okay, maybe it'll stay on the ground now. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Definitely got some glitches. Well, it's better than last time. Now, this thing's supposed to have a links. How the hell can it have a links when it hasn't got a cargo bay? I see no cargo bay. It does say it holds, whoops. Let's see what we got here. How is this going to open? Okay, well, the links is not in it. It might have one, but it's not in it. Alright. Let's go run a load of shit in it. Holds 80. Oh, goodness. I don't see the... Yeah, that might be it over there. Change view.
Roger that.
Change view.
Roger that.
Can we load it that far away? Maybe not. Like I say, it wouldn't stay on the launch pad. I tried. Just wouldn't stay there. Just kept floating up. This should be at storage. Oh. Holds 80. $8,000. Make one and makes this means we're going to make 8,000 credits if we don't DC, crash, blow myself up, get shot down, you know, a whole lot of things. We'll make 8,000 credits. A long way from the 5.5 million I just spent on this ship. I hate to be close comms. Close comms.
Comlink closed.
Come on, game. Close comms.
Comlink closed.
Tired of having to key press, key press, key press. Okay, let's see what we got here. Probably is not going to show up. Boy, it's cloudy, dusty. Oh, it did show up. Look at that. Cargo is in the hold. Now, where can we probably only close it from the back, I guess. Does look pretty cool under here in 3D. Yeah, obviously you can only close it from the back, maybe. Huh. See no control panel. Oh, there it is. Could probably write it up. Okay, still didn't see how to get into it from inside though. take a look. Light. Lights.
Lights on.
Okay, there's not a door on either side, so how do you get in the cargo bay from up here? Maybe you can't. Oops. Okay, there's a door there, so that's all that does is close that door. Yeah, I guess maybe you can't. That's another bedroom. Maybe you can't get in the cargo bay from inside the ship. Think there'd be a little elevator or something? I have no idea what this room is. Doesn't seem to have any function to it. Gear. Don't see any fish in my aquarium. So, how in the hell do you get in? I guess you can't. I don't see an elevator or anything. So, guess you can't. Okay, well, maybe you can. Somebody's smarter
Hatch
than
in
me.
the main room floor.
Patch in the main room. Okay, are we over here? How about that? I've got it full now, so is it going? Oh, okay, thank you, sir. Okay, now we got it. Except I got it full of cargo, I guess. That's why I can't go any farther. Open cargo bay. That probably drops it to the ground, maybe. Yep. Okay, this is ask and you shall receive. How about that? Son of a gun. I probably can't close it from here now because it's down there on the wall, right? But I can close it from inside. Oops, guess I gotta get on the thing. Whoops, it's gonna squash me. Okay, make sure you're on the elevator before you go up. Amazing how that works, huh? Yeah, okay. Not the smartest, sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I gotta remember to close the hatch. Boy, I'd have probably never found that damn control. If somebody didn't have told me. Oh, I never thought to look there. I'd have thought it would look like a hatch or something. Alright, let's find some controls here. How about close exterior? Change view.
Roger that.
Now I should have a closed cargo bay. Yes, it's going up. Okay. Change view. Change view.
Roger that.
Start up.
Acknowledged.
Welcome to Common Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
Okay. Take off.
Take off
Ascending.
complete.
Retracting modules. Handing you the com.
Okay, we should be level, and that's my view level.
Landing gear raised.
Wow. That gimbal mark looks awful high to me. Wow, that's correct though. Wow. Cruise control. Yeah, that looks awful. That HUD looks awful tall. They could have lowered it an inch or two, or an inch anyway. Change view.
Roger that.
Everything's slaved to one trigger, it looks like. Change view.
Roger that.
Star map.
Activating now.
Let's we'll get rid of this. See if this will set the route. Yes, it will. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Range.
Collecting data.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Jump.
Jumping.
Change view.
Roger that.
The jump animation's better than it is in my Renegade, that's for damn sure. Say it's supposed to be persistent, so we'll see. Change view.
Roger that.
Close comms.
Com link closed.
Boy, I'm telling you what. Close comms.
Com link closed.
I'm gonna have to increase the interval. Something they've done is screwing up and working. Even with all these panels and struts, the visibility in this ship is really pretty good. All the Connies have good visibility. People complain about the panels, but I really don't think it's that big of an issue. Like I said, I had a Taurus and I was tired of waiting on it. So I melted it. And this is a PTU, and it was bought with their money, not mine. Their money. I'd never buy this ship cash. Too much money. I think the price of some of these ships from GPAG is just ridiculous. But just my opinion. Okay, the sun glare in this ship.
I'm waiting for my Karak.
Yeah, I think 2 more weeks from what I read in the patch notes. I actually came in earlier expecting to be able to buy one. And I couldn't find one. And then I left and then read the patch notes. And from what I understand, it won't be ready for a week or 2. Only thing they really added to this game was, I mean, this patch was persistence, limited persistence. Cash, ships, items you bought, they should be persistent now. Which is kind of nice.
I almost don't think ITLL even hit PTU, just go right to the PU.
Yeah, I mean, this one I really don't know why they didn't just send it to the. They will. They won't. They'll have it on PTU for a few days at least. Yeah, I'd be surprised if the PU seizes the carrot before the end of the month. I don't think they might see this patch next week, sometime next week. It seems fairly good. I haven't DC'd yet, so that's a plus. But doesn't have many people playing it either. The PTU for me, it never runs the same as the universe. I mean, it can run real good on the PTU, and then it goes to the PU, and all of a sudden it sucks. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, they. I guess this one's been on here a few days now. I expect them. I expect them to move it to the PU sometime early next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday. They might hold it off a week. I mean, I can live with limited persistence. The trouble with it is if they don't fix all the 30Ks they're having, people disconnecting, losing everything they have, how are they going to fix that? I mean, when you're out in your ship and you get disconnected, you lose everything. And unless they start recovery. Now, you know, when a game crashes, you can get a recovery back in, so you don't lose nothing. But that doesn't... I've never seen a reconnect off a disconnect. Although I don't know why not. I don't know why they couldn't do that. But that's the big thing about me.
50% rule when hauling cargo.
Yeah, you can, you know, buy half, but let's be realistic. It's kind of takes the fun out of the game. And still, even 50% of your credit lost when you can, you know, when you can actually spend 100,000 credits, it's quite a bit. But it is alpha. And like I say, I think they probably, on a disconnect, they know where your ship was, don't they? Why can't they set up a recovery for not only crashes, but on disconnects? And that would solve that problem. I mean, when the game itself crashes, I usually don't lose nothing no matter what I'm doing. But of course, I lose everything on a disconnect. I mean, you lose upgrades. Now, with persistence, how's that going to work on a disconnect? You have to reclaim your ship. They say weapons, well, if you upgrade your weapons...
With 50 player servers, your spot can get filled fast.
Yes, it can. That's true. That's true also. Maybe that's why they're not offering recovery on the disconnects. They have so many, they know that they just can't. They're not going to be able to put you back in there. And how are disconnects going to work on persistence? If you disconnect and you have your ship upgraded, you have to reclaim it on a disconnect because you can't get back to it. It shows up somewhere that you can't get to. So you have to insurance claim it. Whenever you insurance claim, your ship resorts back to its original state. So how's that going to affect their persistence? Is your stuff still going to be in your inventory when you disconnect? Are they going to give it back somehow? Say a lot of questions. And I really wouldn't worry about it that much, except that disconnects for people are pretty common.
In Live, we should be able to just go get your ship on ADC.
Yes. I agree. Like I say, I don't know how they're going to handle it, how they're going to fix it. It'll be interesting to see what their methodology is. But I can see a lot of people screaming about disconnects and losing everything. Especially saying, well, it's not persistent, you still lose everything. You know, people are going to, you know how people are. They're going to cry bloody murder. I just do less trading. I have found out with the problem with the disconnects, I don't trade as often. And like you say, when I do, I trade less.
EPL whine about all things.
Yes. But I have found that, you know what, you can do delivery missions for 6,000 credits pretty easily. and pretty quickly. Range. So there's way to make
Collecting
money
data.
without risking anything. Come on now. What do you do? Glitching here? Come on. You're up, but you're not giving me a connect. There it goes. Range. So we
Collecting
have a
data.
few glitches here. I wouldn't really call them bugs. I'd call it more just glitches.
I have been making RLY goose UEC from FPS missions.
General, yeah, like I say, you don't have to trade right now to be able to make money. Now, I haven't tried an FPS mission yet. Come on. Jump. Yeah, see, we got a glitch here. Whoops, keep forgetting. Can't be overturning this ship. He gets used to flying small ones. And these
In
big
VR
ones.
might be tricky.
Yeah, it's just the different size ships. They handle different. Jump.
Jumping.
There it goes. Yeah, it's just, you know, like this one takes a whole lot longer to slow down than even a freelancer does. You got to remember to allow yourself time to slow down when you're coming up on a pad or something. It's just, you know, it's a little different.
Auto drive is now off.
But it's so much more fun in VR. I mean, this really feels like I'm in the cockpit. And some ship cockpits are better than others, make no mistake about it. I think the best one in the game right now is probably the Hornet. That cockpit in 3D is just excellent.
Agreed. I was referring to the FPS missions in VR though.
Oh, like I say, I FPS with a control pad. I don't think I'd have any trouble with them. I just haven't done any, haven't tried them yet. I use it, like I say, I use an Xbox One controller, and I really have pretty good control over my character. So I'm thinking I probably won't have a lot of trouble when I give it a whirl. Cruise, yeah, come on. God, this ship drips around a lot. Couple, there you go. There's why. Couple. Couple.
Coupling.
Why it came uncoupled, I don't know, but like I say, I never uncouple for landing. The only time I ever uncouple is in dogfights occasionally. It's going to be a lot of fun. But for straight flying, why do I want my ship drifting all over the place?
They can be pretty laggy is all, not so much to do with your skill.
Yes, that's
Ground
true too.
NPC get weird.
Does it? I'll have to try one just to see, you know. But it's still in its early stages, so I know it's not going to be perfect. Let's get some clearance here. I just got a load of gold here, so I'm going to take it here because it pays the best.
They are super fun though, so I would for sure go check them out.
I will. Like I say, I haven't done one yet. And I was kind of hoping a buddy of mine would be on today, and he wanted to get his VR set up, and I was going to talk him into go trying it.
Conius have VTOL BTW.
Do they really now? Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Landing gear deployed.
Like I say, I'm going to try them. I just haven't yet. And, I think they'll be fun. I expect it to still be buggy and things not to be quite right and all that, you know. I think it'll probably take them a while to get all that fixed up. Okay, should be on the pad. Good enough. Change view.
Roger that.
Yeah, well, let's still go forward a little bit. Change view. Till I get used to this big thing.
How have voice attack been lately? Was bugging out for me.
No, I noticed, well, you probably have heard me repeat my commands a few times here. I don't know what they've changed, but here at the PTU I'm having to repeat myself, which I normally don't have to do very often in the PU. So maybe it'd just be a matter of increasing the key press time by a millisecond or two. Change view.
Roger that.
Does that make sense? That's what I'm going to try anyway when I get a chance. Come on, which button is it? I'm going to try increasing the key press time a little bit. Not much, but I'm hoping that's, you know, because of latency.
I found P or P sounds are not getting picked up well.
Complying.
Huh. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Mine seems, when it does it, it seems to do it on everything. It just, you know, it's like the key press isn't long enough anymore. It doesn't seem to have any trouble with the sounds themselves. Lights.
Lights on.
But then I've trained mine and been using it for a couple years now, so I think the longer you use it, the more it trains itself. Because commands I used to have trouble with, because I have a slight speech impediment, I had trouble with, but now now it knows what I'm saying. It doesn't worry about it. So I think the longer you use it, the better it gets. And that's just what I think. I don't know that for a fact.
Do you use Event Horizon or do you make your own profile?
I have my own profile. However, I do have an Eden voice pack that I use the sound files out of. But I have made my own commands and I have done my own commands in their operation. I do not use anything from HCS except the sound files themselves. The reason is because I found it a conglomeration of shit that just confused.
LOL, I also own Eden.
Yeah, it kept confusing. It gets confused on itself. It's got so many. If you've looked at their profile, it's got so many damn commands. It confuses itself. So I just streamlined it and made the commands that I wanted. So I don't have all you know what I mean? So it makes it easier for it. Not that HCS doesn't work just fine, Event Horizon, but I have found, like you did, that hell, half the time it didn't like it didn't like anything. So I made my own. There's 8,000 credits. Should have been 8,000 credits. 80.
You can make really cool custom ones too.
Yes,
I have one that opens Moby moves mouse and calls for landing.
Yes, like mine. My takeoff command, it rises me off the ground. It raises landing gear. It does all kinds of stuff. You can make multiple. You can make one command do multiple things, and you can make it the command you want to give it. Instead of, like, a lot of commands that I may use the same key press as HCS pack, but I don't like their commands. I don't like their voice commands, so I made my own. And like I say, that's just personal preference. Plus, it's so streamlined, it seems to me it just works better. Doesn't have all that stuff in it that I'll never use. But you do have to go through and make your own profile, and then you have to, if you got the voice pack sound files, you have to, and there's so many of them. Some of them are not even used.
Or don't work, LOL.
Or don't work, yes. Yes, until you get used to doing your own, you can, it can be a pain in the ass getting the commands to work. I've had some fun doing that. Okay, we're going to check more persistence. They supposedly wipe all the time. So the more shit, I haven't bought any personal items, so I'm going to go out to Levski and spend some money, see if it stays in my inventory when they do data wipes. This ship should stay on the PTU now. Should. Yeah, a lot of stuff to get things to work the way you want. It's trial and error. Especially voice attack.
How long have you been following Game 4?
I've been following it since the start. I didn't actually buy into it except about 3 years ago. I did not believe it was actually even going to get this far. Personally, I just, Chris Roberts' track record is not very good. I know everybody says, well, he did Wing Commander. He only did Wing Commander and got it finished because of Origin. He has never actually finished anything on his own. So I still have my doubts about
Same
this
story
game.
for me.
Yeah, same. I have my doubts about Chris Roberts. I think this could very well go belly up tomorrow. Mobile glass.
Open mobile glass.
I mean, that's just my personal opinion of the man. Whoops, I'm not running. It's not going to let me refuel. Close mobile glass.
He messes a lot up, Eychimo.
Yes. Close mobile glass.
Closing mobile glass.
Start up.
Acknowledged.
Welcome to
With
Common
his I
Space
don't like that
Industries.
view.
Enjoy the ride.
Yes, I agree. Mobile glass.
Open mobile glass.
Can't believe they can't fix refuel and repair. This is ridiculous. It's not that I need a lot of fuel, but that's been a bug for what, 3-4 major patches now? It's a little ridiculous. One of the major features in the game you can't use. Take off.
Ascending.
Take off.
Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Star map.
Landing gear ready.
Activating
See,
now.
we'll go out to Levski. Close star map.
Affirmative.
Oh, there it is. Range.
LOL, I feel that. I run a XL1QT drive in my Max and it's a fuel hog.
Oh yeah, my little Renegade, I can go one way, that's it. I got to refuel at the destination. And when they're not working most of the time, you're done. You can't go anywhere. Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've gone somewhere in a ship and needed fuel to get back, and I can't buy it because no matter, you can be above the pad, you can be below the pad, you can be on the pad, it just won't work. And they claim, well, work around, do this, work around. Well, first of all, there's no excuse to have a workaround to refuel your ship. I mean, why can't you fix that? It used to work. Jump.
Jumping.
Is now on.
But for the last 3 patches, it's hit and miss.
I like the fuel take changes, just with refuel should work.
Yes, I can live with the rest of it if refuel would work. And people are, and then the other trick is, oh, just reclaim your ship every time. Well, yeah, but once you've upgraded it, you can't do that. You lose everything you upgraded, so it's not an option. I got a Prospector now, I can't spawn. It'll spawn, but as soon as I go to it, it disappears. Can't reclaim it, it's got a new mining head on it, so, it's pretty much screwed. Now, how's that going to work in persistence? You know what I mean? 10 to 1, I'm going to have to contact SIG, get them to reset my account so I can spawn that ship again. And of course, everything on it is gone. Which is not a big deal. It's going to DC and disappear anyway, but it's just the idea that there's just no excuse for that. Simple things like that, I would think they would not have issues with. That's what gets aggravating. Simple things. I mean, in FPS, you pull your gun, you fire your gun, it doesn't work. Oh, well, switch weapons. So you switch weapons and your first gun disappears and drops through the planet. That's not much of a workaround. I quit buying rifles for that reason. Why am I buying a rifle? Every time I have to switch weapons,
With how often the redo everything, I kind of get it.
yeah, and every time I switch weapons, half the time I
But
lose
it is lame.
Yeah, it is. So I just, okay, I'm going to quit testing this. It's not working, Every time they say in the patch notes that they fixed it, I go try again and I still lose the weapon. They've fixed it 10 times now, a dozen times. Still doesn't work. I say it's kind of funny sometimes. I don't know how they claim some things are fixed, but yet you go right in and it's not fixed. I don't know what server they're using, but it's not the one that we're using. And they probably have their own personal server that they test shit on. There's no lag, there's no internet, it's all in-house, you know what I mean? And I'm sure
I'm super into the Spec Ops FPS gameplay, so I need guns, lol.
Yes, but and that's just it. Every time I buy one, I lose it. Well, not every time, but half the time, I bet. So I just got the point, I quit buying them. But yeah, if you want to do FPS, you know what? When you pull the trigger, the gun has to work. And you're switching weapons back and forth, and you lose one of them, well, you're pretty much fucked. And like I say, it's alpha, but you know what? They really, like I say, I don't know what they actually do their testing on. Like I say, I think they do their QC stuff in-house on a private server. They don't actually use the servers that we run. So there's no internet.
Always hold R to holster between swaps, that's the workaround.
Hold R when you swap? Well, I just usually just press the button, but I'll have to try that. I'll have to try that. Because yeah, I just usually, I use my, like I say, I use my Xbox One controller to FPS. And I have gun one on one, on the right pad and on the left pad, and gun two on the right pad. So I just switch between them. But usually when I do that, I switch to the other weapon. The one I'm holding is gone. Now don't get me wrong, if I'm holding the original pistol, it never disappears. It's only the added guns that disappear. The ones that I've purchased for upgrades. They just, every time. Half the time I switch, they disappear. And I cannot actually, and I won't, I'll just be out on the ground just screwing around, trying it. And I'll switch weapons and, yeah. I wouldn't feel so bad. I wouldn't bother me so much if it was laying on the ground, but it just drops right through the planet. It's just gone. What are you going to do?
Holding R is holster weapon on keyboard. If you do that before you swap, you don't lose any.
I'm gonna remember. Yeah, I have a holster on my gamepad. I can holster the weapon before I swap. I didn't know that would work. From now on, that's exactly what I'll do. I'll holster the weapon before I switch it. Yeah, I was not aware. See, that's people find tricks. You found a trick that works. I did not know, but now that I do know, I will use it. Because, yeah, it takes, what, a whole split second to holster your weapon before you pull out the other one? It's not like you're really in that big a hurry, I suppose.
Same with multi-tool to gun or anything else you can stow.
I'm going to remember that, because like I say, I've lost multi-tool before doing that. So, yeah. Range.
Collecting data.
Oh, it's not going to collect while it's cooling down. Not going to collect while it's cooling down. It'll take a while to cool down here, too.
You can refuel on moon pads as well.
Yes, I do when I can. Like I say, half the time they won't work at all. I just get red whether I hover, whether I land. I always get clearance just to make sure that's not an issue. Couple.
Coupling.
Range.
Collecting data.
And it seems to be directly related. I can almost tell you when it's not going to work by just the frame rate. When it gets really bad, the server really starts slowing down. 10 to 1, it's not going to work. Refuel is not going to work. Jump.
Jumping.
Auto drive is
I never
on.
call on a moon pad, I just land and refuel.
Yeah, you know what? I just want to get in the habit because I got a feeling sooner or later with all this new wall stuff, they're going to make us get clearance. So I just got in the habit of doing it. Now I don't know if they will, you know. And I also used to never land on the pads at all. I just landed anywhere. But see, because of refuel and stuff, I got in the habit of doing it.
Fair point.
And I may be wrong. They may never require us to get landing permission on those little space pads. But I figured, you know what? So if I don't get in the habit now, if they do it, I'm going to get shot a lot of times. Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, I try to anticipate what they're going to do. You know how that is. That's never going to work 100%.
Maybe when they add cargo timers.
Yes, and that was supposed to be in 3.9 patch, cargo timers, or was? Now, I'm not sure it's still in there, but I thought it was 3.9. They said, of course, they said 3.7, 3.8. We were going to get the UI update too. You know, notice that didn't happen. Although they have changed a few ships, but it hasn't been universal.
I'm the same. I'm tossing data running around in my head.
Yeah. I mean,
Might get the Star Runner.
Yeah, it looks like that might be a lot of fun. You know, the Carrack might be a lot of fun. I do have a little Pisces. But, yeah, the Carrack might be some fun. I don't know it, you know. Of course, to get a Carrack, I'd have to melt everything but my Pisces. Of course, those two ships would make a couple decent starter ships. You know? I mean, that little Pisces, you can do all of them, delivery. Yeah, well, you're not going to do a whole lot of space combat with those two ships. You know? Size 1 weapons are going to be a little rough. Landing mode.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Landing gear deployed.
But yeah, those two ships would make, you know, they make a decent starting
My
set.
thought is I can run the data I farm with the Carrack with the Star Runner.
Flying.
Yes. Why don't you drop it out of... There it goes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Couple. I
Coupling.
don't know why it's uncoupling. Something is causing it to uncouple all the time. One of these days it's going to crash me into a wall. Okay, let's get some clearance here.
Haul cargo in my Max and dogfight in my Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow's, you know, that Arrow's a pretty OP ship right now. I flew one, rented one in Arena Commander, and I thought, wow, this little ship's a pretty tough little ship. Yeah, I thought it was pretty slick. Whoops.
Heath Pool wise it's met.
That guy's coming out of there. I guess I shouldn't be flying over it. Good thing I was watching. He'd have lifted off right into me.
Speed and flight and good though.
Complying.
Yes, and like I say, its weapons on it are great. I really was impressed with the little thing. It didn't take me nothing to couple. Will you quit uncoupling?
Coupling.
God damn it. I'm going to figure out what it's doing then. Because it's driving me nuts. And like I say, it's going to eventually, especially on a bigger ship like this, it's eventually going to get me to crash. If you're not expecting it to drift, then it does drift that much. I mean, it drifts anyway, but when it's uncoupled, it really drifts.
Caution alert. Low. Caution alert.
Might be double
Low.
key bound.
Yeah, it might be. It's either, I don't know what's causing it, but
Caution alert. Low.
it's doing it all the time now.
Rear. Caution alert. Low.
What the hell? I'm not that
Caution
far.
alert. Starboard. Caution alert. Starboard.
I'm nowhere near the sides of this thing, so why is it telling me
Caution
start?
alert. Rear. Caution alert. Low.
Well, this thing gives you all kinds of
Port.
warnings. Say, I don't. Must
Big
be,
ships do that.
Well, yeah, I'm not used to it, so it's driving me nuts. I'm thinking, what? I'm not even near the back or the front. What's going on?
Landing complete.
See, I was in the middle. I thought I was pretty centered. I don't understand, but that's something I just have to get used to, I guess. A little renegade or prospector, or even the freelancer, you can put it in any of these hangars, no problem. It's so small compared to this. Exit seat.
You use gamepad for flight too?
Affirmative.
No, I have dual joysticks. Yes. No, I just have it. I just use the Xbox controller when I'm on the ground in FPS mode. When I fly, and you can see the joysticks. I've just got a couple joysticks, left and right hand, is what I fly with. And it works out really well for me in VR. I never, unless it's something
You're
special.
up down on a Button or a axis.
Say again now? Repeat that last one. My left stick's throttle, and I have left and right strafe on the hat. I have my throttle set up as forward and back strafe, the left stick. I don't have it actually set up as throttle. I have it as set up as forward and back strafe.
Your strafe up and down. Is it on a button or an axis?
It's on my hat switch. So it's on it's on my left stick hat, up and down, strafe up and down. So I guess you'd say it's on a rocker, maybe center position rocker. Left and right strafe is on the same hat switch. Like I say, forward and back I have set up on the left stick axis, the Y-axis. We're in the lobby, aren't we? We don't want to be in the lobby. No, we don't. Whoops.
Try binding that to an axis, smoother landings.
Yes, I've thought about it. Any control you put on an axis is it works so much better. Let's be realistic. How about customs, not lobby?
I don't like flight prox acid as well.
No? I don't need to go to teachers. Whoops. Yeah, you can tell them at Levski frame rates.
I want 100% control of my speed.
Yeah, that's why I like I don't know if you've tried it, but you run it as straight forward and back instead of instead of throttle. Does that make sense? And that way, even if you leave your throttle control, if you crank it up, you have more control over it than if it was set as throttle alone. Or at least that's the best way I came up with, is to set stray forward and back instead of throttle. And I seem to have more control over my speed and my maneuverability because I can back throttle as well as space brake, which will really slow me down really fast instead of just applying space brake. Plus, if I'm using throttle as brake or strafe as brake, I don't overheat as often. Wow, frame rates in here are terrible. Good old Levski.
I mean with flight proximity assist. It slows you when near something.
Yes, it does.
Like when you land.
Yes, the best thing to do is just turn it off. It's just like ESP right now. It's been broke for God knows how long. It doesn't work right. I just turn the damn thing off. It's more trouble than it's worth. Because it seems like it avoids actually hit the target when you have ESP on for whatever reason.
UESP LOL.
So I actually turn it off. I turn off flight assist. I don't need it. See, now I actually like the hover mode they had. Everybody else was cussing it, but you know what? I actually had fun with it. I don't know about you, but I thought it was a lot of fun, and it made you actually learn how to fly your damn ship. Wow, this is slow.
I turn off G-force head movement too.
I leave it on because sometimes it can be fun to use. Wow, these frame rates are terrible here.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm having trouble even scrolling this with these frame rates. Yeah, I'd say they're single digit right now. This is bad.
Why can't anyone put things back where they found them? It's not my job to pick up after you.
Bad, 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 bad. Nothing I can do about it.
But your body will do it naturally in VR. A placebo effect.
Complying.
That's true. That is true. And a good thing to turn off is turn off all their look around shit too, or their look ahead, or whatever they want to call it. Well, that's about an asinine feature. I guess if you're using their facial recognition, it works all right, but it's in VR, it's totally useless. I mean, you don't need it to look ahead for you. You're looking ahead yourself. Wow, this frame rate's terrible. Yeah, we're probably going to have to quit this stream. This is so bad.
I like turn and roll into turns as I don't bind look around in flight.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't work good in VR. Well, first of all, it can't see you. Your camera is, in VR, you should have your camera disabled.
Others I have off though.
Yeah.
Just go. Stop looking. 'Cause-
Boy, this is just terrible here. 'Cause 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 this is just terrible
much everything we got.
Yeah, this frame rate, I know it's in single digits. It's that bad. Mobile glass. Why it's that bad, I don't know, but it is. Mobile glass. Mobile glass.
Open mobi glass.
And I'm sure that's a case of your frame rate's so bad, it just doesn't know what to do. Save and equip. Yeah, this is terrible. Wasn't that bad when I got here, but it's terrible now. Well, first of all, I got a guy trying to run into me. That probably isn't really good.
Big server join maybe.
Why can't anyone put things back where they found them? It's not my job to pick up.
No, you
after
probably got guys ignoring people using the thing and running into them. And I think that's what that guy was doing. He kept trying to push me aside instead of waiting for me to get done. You know how some people are. Yeah, this is terrible. We're probably going to have to go ahead and log out and come back later because this is awful. If I got seasick, I would be seasick right now. I would probably be throwing up in my headset. I don't. It doesn't bother me, but let's see if I can get out of this area. But yeah, I think we're going to have to call this session. Come back later. Find a different server. And you're right, it may have been a big load on the server all of a sudden. Because when I got here walking around, it didn't seem to be a big deal. But now it has really, really gotten bad.
Gave you a follow.
Yeah.
Complying.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, this is really, really bad. Really unplayable. I ain't getting away from Levski may or may not fix it, but I think it's probably smarter just to call it quits for now and come back in a bit. Because this is, yeah, I'm running single digits. I can tell you that right now. This is single digit. And I'm getting more than that in my headset, of course, because I do not use ASW, but yeah, this is not runnable.
Even just a server hop.
Yeah, I just think it got loaded. Yeah, I'll take a break for a bit and come back here later. And hopefully Sway or Triskless comes on and we can do a little do a little bit teaming up, see how it goes. Yeah, it was running really good frame rate wise. I don't know why it quit all of a sudden. Like I say, it probably just got overloaded or somebody did something, you know, like run into a ship station or something, who knows. They claimed server-side object streaming, container streaming was going to fix so much, but it seems to me the frame rates in 3.8 are lower than they were in. They are lower than they were in 3.7. But that may not be the reason. I mean, it could be a lot of different reasons. But yeah, we'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and get myself some dinner and stuff. Give it a chance. Come back and see if can't get it running later a little bit. And I thank you, Red Droid. Fun talking to you. And we'll
Remedy
see.
handle is red rolled. If you ever need a turret gunner, feel free.
Red rolled. I'll add you to. Let me write that down. I'll add it in game so I have it. And my name in game is the same as it is if you want to add it to your friends list.
Redrold.
Oh, L, drawled. Okay, we got it. Is it one word or two?
No space.
No space. Okay. Yeah, I'll add it to my game here in a couple minutes, couple seconds. And for now, I'll get out of here, but I'll be back in a little bit. And it was very good talking to somebody who knew what they were doing where I didn't. Because I would have never found that hatch. And I thank you, sir, and I'll see you in a
You
little
as
bit.
well.